y'all, Tammy here with Happi Art's Creation, and welcome to my today. I'm very thankful that you're here. I just posted my 500 subscriber notification. Yay! And so we do have a giveaway. Check out the video before this one, okay? And it'll give you all the information you'll need to win something. There's going to be a free giveaway. So, onward. Well, the first one we did in our series was a simple dip, nothing hard about it. They dried very beautiful, looky there. I have a different camera angle, so y'all, I'm working with it, but I have more room. And then this right here, I want you to look at that pretty spot right there. Isn't it pretty? Now these have no varnish, these have nothing on them. I am not going to resin these are just practice ones. So anyhow, I just wanted to show you kind of what we're doing today. Now this is one I've done before. It's one of my favorite scenes. I don't know how else to say it. It's one of my favorites, okay? And we're going to swipe and do like an ocean sunsetty swipe. That's it. Nothing hard about this. I'm going to move this out of the way because there's a good chance I just might get something on it. So hang on. And that was a 10 by 20. Now we're going to be doing this on an old canvas, okay? Because we're practicing, we're learning, and that's how I did things over and over. I had one canvas that I just messed up all the time. I'd scrape it, and then I'd go back in and let it dry, and then mess around and do it. I was trying to get a technique down. Well, this one right here, it's an okay Dutch pour. But it's not my favorite. It's kind of blah down here. It doesn't flow out the way I like. It just wasn't something I was quite the happiest with, okay? So, always if you have the opportunity, and I would suggest you do that, is I've taped my sides. Now, this one here, I got some paint from the other, but we're just going to pretend it's not there, okay? So, you're going to tape it down, and when you do, make sure you rub the edges. If anywhere, rub the edges, especially around the corners, too. Rub them really well. That way no paint can get up underneath. Now I was playing on this canvas and like I said, I was just learning. I went ahead and put the giant push pins on the back, y'all. It just makes life easier. I used to put cups underneath and the cups would move and it was really a pain in the keister. So I'm done with them. I need to get more because I've got other ones that still have it. I guess I could take them off. I just haven't. Okay, so this here's a 9 by 12 and we are going to go horizontally, okay? We're going to start with some beautiful colors. Well, I've got my yellow and I've got some Deco Art Metallic Berry and orange and my Queracridone Magenta. It is pretty, has some metallic, and I got a wee bit of red. It's just in a container. I thought, well, what the heck, why not, right? Okay, that's going to be our sky, and we're going to do that there. The first time I did that video that I just showed you, I actually used a shovel. But in the long run, I ended up just swiping over it. So I'm going to let you know that now. Okay, so really, it ended up being a swipe. So this technique is the swipe technique with silicone. My bottle fell on the ground and I popped my lid. So it still works, and I just keep it in this little ditty, and anyhow, this is Spot On Treadmill. There's all kinds of this out there. This is just what I have, and I've had it like forever. I dumped half the bottle, more than half the bottle, like 3/4 of the bottle went all over the place. And it's a mess, not now, but it was a mess. And anyhow, I just keep it in that little ditty and we're good to go. Alright, for my for the water area, I've got I made this up the other day. It's a mix of, it's like a navy, and it's phthalo blue and some black. That's just my dark shade that I'm going to put up underneath the sunset, my phthalo blue. This here is an iridescent cobalt blue Master's Touch. I added the iridescence in that. This is Montmartre turquoise. I'm just getting all different colors, okay guys? And this is just Flow acrylic white. Anyhow, so that's it. Now I'm going to show you how to do this, okay? Now you can use leftover paints, so long as they're not like Dutch pour consistency, because if your white paint is too thin, you're going to get kind of wonky. It's just not going to be 100% fun, okay? So in order to put, I use paper cups, okay, on this, because I'm going to throw away this paint. I'm not going to keep silicone paint. So let's start off with the yellow. And I'm probably just gonna go ahead and, that was a hard one. Oops, took my lid. I put erasers on the tips like that. Okay, Christina Welsh of the Pearlescent Posse, she does that with hers. Well, I'm going to let that sit on there. Don't need a whole lot. It's just a wee bitty bottle. I don't think that's going to hold up. So let me put it over here against these guys, okay, while it's dripping. We'll start off with one we know is full. Okay, I'm going to shake this up. Y'all, you don't need a bunch. Looky there. That's it. Maybe not even a ½ inch. Maybe one squirt for the fun of it. I like fun. I wanted a little depth of color. This one's a little bit deeper. So this is my Deco Art Metallic. You can get this at Hobby Lobby or any of those places. Michael's. And because my tip is tiny, I'm going to go ahead and pour from the bottle. Again, I'm not putting much, okay, because this is the sky. And we're not going to try to repeat, but I know that I'm going to do 1/3 sky and 2/3 water. So I'm going to have like a strip like that. Okay, so you don't need a whole lot, but we're going to be doing some blending. Okay, this is just Artist, no, not, is it Artist Loft? Yeah, Artist Loft Orange. Oh, I love orange in a sky. And again, that's all I'm doing. Okay, we'll get these out of the way. How are you doing, yellow? Oh, get in there. Okay, guess what I need to make? I don't even think I have any bright yellow even made up anywhere. Alright, so that's going to go in my to-do list. Okay, now if I wanted to, I could add a little bit of gold to that. Let's see what I got in my little cabinet here of stuff. Since we're making, now this is going to make it a little bit richer, deeper. This here has got iridescent. It's like a harvest gold, and I'm going to add that just enough to, and I'll stir that in. Oops, you can't see it. Just enough to get the amount I want for that. Okay, let's put that away. I think I just got, yep, harvest gold on my face. Good old. Here we go. And then I've got this wee little bit of red. See, she's pretty. I think that's a, is that true red maybe? I don't think it's carmine. Oh, gee whiz. See, as you can see, I'm confused. All right, so there's those. Excuse me. I'm not going to put any in the white. Okay. So I got 4 blues, 2, 3, and 4. All right, I'm going to try to stay on track, y'all. I like to talk. I like to have fun. Now we're basically going to be doing, oh, what a mess. I'm going to put a little bit more in that. You know why? Because we're doing 2/3 of this canvas. Okay, that was turquoise and that was already a mess, but you know, I don't care. This is cobalt. Ooh, she's pretty. I'll show you these colors in a sec. This here's my navy. Remember, it's my mix. I made it up. Let me get a paper towel ready, because I know I'm going to make a mess, y'all. Alright. Alright. Really don't need as much as that. That does have some, did I put iridescent in that? I can't tell, but boy did it blob out into this paper towel. Look at my mess here. So, that's going to have to get clean, but you know what, we'll set it aside for now. I might not even have enough paint of these. Did I shake? No. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Alright, shake your paint. Y'all, I'm goofy. This is how I am every single day. I could be doing dishes. We could be peeling potatoes, and me and my sister and my younger brother, we would break out in song. So I mean, come on. let's see. Only because I am a mess maker here. Alright. Do I have enough of my other colors? Plus my white. And y'all, if you lose your lids, I mean, go ahead and put a little bit of piece of tape on it. It works until you can get what you're looking for, okay? Got my white ready. Remember, my white's not going to have it. Do I have enough color? It's only a little canvas, y'all. Look at it. So we'll swipe like this. Now, we're going to add, let's do one thing here. And generally, I'm just going to add 1 drop to this little bitty amount. Ready? 1, 1, 1. Whoops. Sometimes you get 2. 2, 1, 1. Oh, did you come out? Alright. Now these are little drops, so there we go. That's all I'm going to do. Now there's different schools of thought, okay guys? And y'all, I'm using these old sticks because I don't even like to reuse my sticks, okay, that have silicone on them, because it interferes. I don't know, just my thing. Alright, so I'm going to take this one and all I'm going to do is stir it up. There's some school of thought that some people think, now that is kind of thick on this one, so I will water this down a little. That you just do it a couple stirs. Well, I do it completely. Alright, this little mixture I have right here, it's 90% Floetrol, 90% water, 10% Floetrol. All it is a little bit of mixing of water, okay? And I'm just going to give it just a little. See what I did? Just there on top. Stir it up, and I'm also going to mix in. Now you're going to have bubbles with this. Well, by golly, silicone likes the torch, and we're going to use the torch today. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Okay, let's go to the next. I'll do orange. That's perfect. You know, on that orange, I'm going to add, let me get it, a simple little bit of, this is how I make my pearlescent or iridescent, is this Sargent Art acrylic pearlescent mixing medium. And guys, you see how much paint I don't have in here, right? I'm just going to go, bloop, I'm done. That might be even too much, but it'll be fun. It doesn't change the color really, it just gives it a glimmer. This is a little thick, just a little, a couple drops. I mean, just enough. Sometimes I use my spray bottle even when I'm working with small amounts like that. Alright, this one here is the Quinacridone Magenta. There we go. Perfect. And I'm stirring this in really good. And there's a reason behind this. Is that when you have blobs of silicone and it's not stirred in real well, then you're going to have blobs on your paint. So I would prefer to have a smaller swipe or a smaller cell when I do this than I would. That's a pearlescent. Oh gosh, I got blue now on my nose. I don't know what I got on my nose. Okay, here we go. This is a Lilo, and we know now it's a golden, beautiful golden. And it has some iridescent because that other one does. Alright, here we go. The turquoise. And I'm going to stir that in. There are certain colors, be wary of them. Some of them do like to overtake a painting. Yeah. See how it runs off the stick? But it's not like thin like you would for what's it call it? Like a Dutch pour. You want it to be super thin for a Dutch pour, almost like pouring water. Well, this one's a step up. I'm going to add just a little water. This does not, yeah, this definitely does not, and you don't want it too thick because then your colors don't mix as well. And, oh, this one's perfect. Okay, now this is my phthalo blue, regular phthalo blue. This one here, remember, is my navy that I made with phthalo blue and a little bit of black. See, that's still kind of thick. Let me move you out of the way, you rat. Okay, we're almost done. This is so simple. We're almost done with this. There's nothing hard about this. Okay, and I have my white because I'm going to put that in with the ocean. So we've got our ocean colors. Let's move these up out of the way. We've got our silicone in. See, I still got some more of that blue paint on me. Okay. My water I don't need anymore. I need a swig of coffee. Yes, I do. Got all kinds of gadgets that you might want to use with your swiping. I just wanted to show you. This here is just a silicone baster. You can get this at the dollar store, Dollar Tree. And we'll probably use this because I like it. Make sure you wash it very well in warm soapy water. Here's another tool you can find, either one. It's got little bit, it's silicone. It comes off. These actually come off, but I would not take them off until after it dries. And you can do all kinds of stuff with that. Okay. Now, one thing with swiping, you want a soft hand. You don't want a heavy hand. Same thing with these. I can run through my water. I can run little places after we swiped and bring design. So I've got these. I got these at the, I don't know if I got this at the Dollar Tree or Walmart. I really don't know. And then I got all different kinds of cards. I've got bigger, like plastic cards. This is off my glove box, and I figured, well, I could probably use that to swipe. Here's some more of the, this is just cards that I use with other things, okay, and these are just little pieces, and again, plastic, okay. So I have all of this stuff ready, and when you, one of the things when you're learning how to do these pours, and you're learning how to do all of it, is to get your stuff together. Now, do I have my act together always? Well, no, I do not. I will admit to that. And a lot of times you'll see me, oh heck, where did it go? Why didn't I get that out? I do it all the time, but my goal is not to, okay? So, what we're going to do right now is I'm going to, where'd it go? See? Well, I can't, I have a tissue box. And I have allergy eyes, and I'm going to wipe my eyes real quick before we get started. Okay, here we go, guys. On your mark, get set, and go. All right. I'm going to move this over here. So what colors? Let's see. I'm going to put maybe, look, I might have even used this one in this painting here. Alright. See, if you look closely, you can even see some of the silicone sitting on top of that paint. Now, what brings cells? Well, a lot of times it's consistency of your paint, and the paint's mixing and having a little friction between them when you swipe over them. You can do that with Floetrol. I do Floetrol a lot when I'm doing my swipes. I don't use a whole lot of that silicone anymore, okay? There's cell activators also that you can use that can give you the same kind of feel, okay? They're just not quite the same. I don't know why I'm even bothering. Okay. So we're going to do about a third and the rest is it. So here we go. And all I'm going to do is go hello, hello, hello. And am I going to use all of that? Yeah, I am. Because there's not a whole lot and I want my stuff to save out just in case I need a little. Now what would be a good color to go next with that? And let's try red. Okay. Oh, I should have put this in a cup. See, you can't pinch these little plastic things as much, so there's not a whole lot in here, so let me get the rest of that out since it's like that. Y'all, this is going to transform. This is going to transform, okay? Now, if you want to know the queen of swipes, then go to Jilly Cube. That girl, oh my goodness, she just cracks me up, but I love her to pieces. Nothing about her I don't like. She's from Australia, Queensland. So if you guys get an opportunity and you're making comments, because you've got a week on the contest, if you're making comments, let me know where you're living, what state you're from, or what country you're from. Okay, it's really interesting. All right, let's add this. This is the quinacridone magenta, because you know, a beautiful sky. I don't know, we see these skies in Tennessee. That's where I live. So we see these skies in Tennessee, and man, oh man, they are gorgeous. They just speak. Oh, they're beautiful. All right, then I'm going to add my darker shade. It's really not darker. It is. It's just a different kind. And if I wanted to swirl it like that, I can. Y'all, you can't do it wrong. Okay, here's my beautiful, we're going to call it Golden Sunset. It's my mixture. Alright, and I did this on purpose. I could have done 2 layers of the Golden Sunshine. It looks like a lot of paint, but you want stuff to flow over. Okay, so, and I'm going to save back some of this yellow because sometimes you do. Alright, so before I get going, I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to move it. Even right now, I am moving the paint against itself, against each other color, and it will help in the formation of cells. Okay, so this is one of those things, and look how pretty. Now, don't worry about your edges yet. Okay, all of this is going to come back. We're not even near done. You can take what you got right here and just do that. Looky there. Now, is that not fixed or what? And don't worry about it, okay? You can do the same thing if you got a few places that are blobbed. We're going to swipe over this. Alright, so I'm just going to fill in some holes. If I can get my finger to get it. Alright. Now, I don't want to make mud, so I'm not going to go crazy. Let's just check my side here just for the heck of it. Okay, all my sides on that part is done. Now I am going to add, do I want to add, where is it? Let's do the white pearl metallic. And that just suits my fancy a wee bit better. So let me get this white out of the way. One of my favorite things, and I think this is Arteza or Golden, I don't know, but I also use Anita's. So, and you do have white in your clouds and in your sky. So let's add some swirls. Why not, right? Because that's going to kind of show up. Now, how do I want to do this? Do I want to use this? No, not really. I think I'm just going to use a simple card. Do I want to just swipe it all in one little swipe? Well, I have actually that size. I could do that. So when you swipe, you want to make sure that you just barely touch your edge. You don't want to plop it in there like this and let it all lay down. What you're going to do is you're going to let it touch your thing and then gently let it kind of bow and kiss just barely underneath this area right here. Just barely. And you're going to have a light touch and just bring it across. Are you ready? I hope this works. Works other times, but why not now, right? So here we go. I'm going to barely touch. See? It's kissing. And I'm just going to bring it over. Now, you're seeing that, oops, and I didn't have my paper to wipe on. You're seeing that it didn't cover everything, and that's okay. I'm all right with that because we've got other sides. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to clean it off again. Okay, so my cleaning job is over with that one. Now, I have some areas that weren't, so maybe I could use a piece of maybe this card. Plain cards that have got the plastic coating on them are so awesome. And right here, there's a little bit of canvas, and sometimes that happens. So if it happens, don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about it. You saw what I did. That was no biggie. And I'm just going to go back across, and I'm doing a light swipe. Just a light swipe. Look at those colors. Now, you know how I like my stick. My favorite stick right here. Now, if I wanted to, I could go back in. I could still move this first. And I'm going to bring this up close. And bring it down like that. And manipulate that. And I think I might try to a little bit. To let it go over my edge just a little bit. And bring it back down. Alright. And we'll do this in a little bit, but I'll show you. Well, I want to do it now. So I have some clouds, okay, so I want to put maybe a little light like that, Don't worry about the little drops on these things, okay? Now take your stick. Now this is a blunted tip. I've kind of messed with it so much that it stays blunt, but I want to go like that. And you can bring your designs in. You can bring in swirls of all kinds, kind of wrecking it, okay? You can, because what does the sky do? Right? The sky has many motions in it. And again, this is your painting, so do what you want to do with your painting. Alright, now, did I overwork it? No, I think it's gorgeous. You can still move it around. And if you find something you don't like, well, okay, you don't like it, work with it until you get it. Now this will be manipulating. I'll be able to mess with this for a little bit longer. Do I want to get my sides cleaned up a little bit? Yeah, just a little. And you don't even have to do that now, but because I have it, and I'm going to do it. Okay. Now see the benefit of those big sticks? I mean the big stick pins? You see I can reach up underneath, do my thing, and not worry about it. Okay, now we've poured this so much and we've dripped it off that when I go to do the next one, it's not going to move a whole lot. Okay, and that's how it should be. Let me show you that up close. Can you see? Ooh, that light above me drives me nuts, but okay. It's beautiful. And it's hard to see, but look at that sky and look at those pretty cells. Now you couldn't always get that with something else. Okay, so here we go. We're fixing to do our ocean. Okay. Now I'm going to use quite a bit right in here. I'm not worried about the spaces, guys. We're going to fill that in, okay? I'm going to add a little bit of this, and I'm going to start, y'all, right up in here where I end it, okay? Right about here. Yeah, come on, you goofball. See how nice it is? You can bend these things. So then I'm going to go there, and I'm just going to keep bringing it down. I'm going to blend my colors together. I'm going to keep some of that. What color next, maybe? Let's do... Did I stir those up? Oh, I don't remember. Alright guys, see? So we're going to blend up. Not too much, but let's keep bringing it down. Oopsie. Save a little. Make sure I did. I don't remember if I did or not. I guess the video will tell. This here's my light. Blue, cobalt. It has some iridescent in it. Bring it up into this. I'm definitely not finished with this because I am going to add some white into this, the iridescent pearl. I'm almost out. Oh, there's a blob, but I'm not worried about the blob. All right, trash. All right, iridescent white. I'm not going to add too much up in here, but I will put more in here. So we're just going to do slight. Now why did I put the dark up top? Because there's a little bit more of that, horizon that you see when you're looking out. So when you're looking from the beach. Okay. I'll fill that in if I can, a little bit, because I want to keep that pretty dark up there. Now what's a pretty color with this? Oh no! What happens when you do that? Well, you do that. Ta-da! I fixed it. Okay. Then I'm going to take a little swipe and go ta-da! And that we'll move it around and get it going. But anyhow, basically that has been fixed and I'm not finished with it, okay? Another color you can use is this beautiful silver. Let me get it. I don't remember the brand of this one. Silver is so pretty. Let me pour it out and see the texture. Okay, the consistency's good. I didn't want it too thin, but I don't want it thick either. That is, look how pretty that is. Okay, so I am going to add some more silver up in here, because silver will catch light and it'll add depth. Okay, And then I'm going to come intermittently here and there, down here. This is going to be pretty. Now, none of this is hard, but you can have a beautiful piece of art when you're finished. Okay, so I'm going to move back and forth. This I'm going to go horizontally this way. And I'm going to go this way first for y'all so y'all can see that. Now, am I worried about the things that aren't covered? Nope, because when we swipe, did I get it over the edge yet? And I'm going to come back this way one more time. And on this one, because it's already been poured on, you're not going to be able to see anything underneath it. Okay, now we're not done with this area yet. I think I need some more of something in here to lighten it up a little. Might even put some purple. Okay, so what do I want to do to swipe? Do I want to fill in these little gaps? If there's some big ones, I can do that like that. Don't go crazy. I can do my side because for some reason my side, did I have any? Let's go ahead and just put the white down there over the side because it didn't cover, but I didn't move that way very much either, did I? All right. And there's nothing straight about the ocean. And making it move this way like that. See, I'm moving it. Look at the swirls that are coming in. Then you can bring it back up and move it around. Back and forth, back and forth. Okay? Because I'm going to swipe this, I'm not worried about it, you know, not completely being around. Now there's still some areas on the back. And guys, before I go any further, I kind of want to go back here and get those areas on the side that might not be taken care of. I can even take this darker stuff right in here because that's shadow. We can add that in there. I don't want the orange, so I want to make sure I'm very careful, okay, of what I pick up. Come back over here, touch, and just kind of, as Jilly says, finger pop it. You want to get your corners. Those are really important areas. Now, do I have to do this now? No. Do I like to do it? Yes. And there's a reason behind it, is because I have the paint that's been not messed with underneath. I've not swiped over it. I've not done anything like that, okay? So do I need a little bit more maybe in here? Yeah. Let's just call it done on that. Okay. So yeah, this is here, this line right here. I can bring that back up if it'll let me. Isn't this pretty though? And it's not moving a whole lot, okay? So, this right here, so I can bring this here. I'm not finished, but I can fill in those spots so I can get it to come out. And it's okay if it mixes up at the top with your blue. Okay? No worries. Alright, I'm in love with this, so are you ready? Are you ready? Because this is the fun part. I'm going to take my baster. Let me bring that maybe a little bit over this way for you. Is that better? Okay. Now see, I see a little spot right in there that wasn't covered, but I'm going to cover it with this. Alright, so I'm going to be gentle, guys, gentle. Now on this first one, I'm going to actually do it as straight a line as possible. Okay, now the others, I'm going to start mixing in gentle. And you can wipe this now that I'm going to a lighter color. Oh, you should see the cells a popping. Hang on just a minute, I'm not through. I'm just taking this and kind of getting inside those so they're not heavy with that dark, okay? And do the same thing here. I'm going to start gently. Hello, wave. Hello, wave. And just keep moving on. Same thing here. Because the ocean is fluid. It's got a lot of motion to it. Now, It's easy to fall in the thing where one side looks, you can tell you've poured from left to right. Well, you can change that, y'all. Just turn your canvas, and now I'm going to move from, oh, what did I say? Left to right? Now I'm going to still move from left to right, but I've moved my canvas, and so I'm going to have a different look. Okay? So, here we go. Very carefully. Oop, hello. Now, you saw how I did that. Come back, and I'm going to, because the ocean is very fluid. Y'all, I see that I've got some of my canvas from underneath showing, and I don't want it to do that. Okay. Alright. Now, this position, I can see that I still have a gap here, and it bothers me. Alright. Bring my paint down and over, and I've yet to do okay. Now see, that was very simple. I think I'm going to take my comb and give different kinds of swirls up top. You see how that's got let's try one that's a little bit further apart, okay, the rungs. And I think I just kind of want to go like this, swirl, swirl, and swirl. Okay, now let's move it this way a little. It's pretty much done moving. Let's go this way. Is it moving? It is. I see a spot that wasn't swiped, so I'm going to do that now. Boy, this is messy though, y'all. Have your paper towels ready. Have your paper towels ready. That one swipey thing that I had, did I chunk it in the trash? I probably did. Alright, I use this one. See, it's got a little different tip. You can cut your tips any way you want, but right here. And even though we use that other, I'm going to bring this around like this so I can see it. I've got terrible glare. I've got a big old light. A big old light. Now this right here, if you see, these look like little bitty waves. So what am I going to do? I'm going to tip my waves like that. Where else? Here's another one. I'm going to come back and kind of come up this corner and back. Now I'm not doing a whole lot, y'all. As you can see, I'm not doing a whole lot. Where's my favorite stick? I'm going to take my favorite stick, right? And I'm going to take this down like this. Oops, there was something on my stick. Okay, swirl, 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 and out and swirl. See that? Looky there, I've got myself, and I can bring this back up, move it around. Same thing here. You guys ready? I'm going to come like this. How'd that go? Swirl, swirl, swirl. Now these are going to look a little different, aren't they? So, but it's moving, it's movement, and that's what you want. Okay, how hard was that? This was not hard. But let's go ahead, and we have some movement over here. Let's go ahead and do a little swirl in here. You don't need much. Swirl, swirl. Bring it up. Bring it up. Now, how's that? Okay. Do I need anything over here? If I have some silver here, and if I take some silver, see it? And I come over here in this area, it's not going to be the white, but it's going to be the blue. And it's going to give it a different look. When it dries, you'll see the difference. Okay? Now guys, none of this is hard that we're doing. None of this, anybody can do this. I didn't have an issue doing it. Okay, now, my horizon line right here is not straight. Does that bother me? Slightly. So I've got some blue paint right here. Right here on the side. It's just dark blue paint. And I'm going to take my box top that I had that was to my gloves. Okay? And I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to move across. I want it as straight as I can. Not perfect. See the difference? Okay. So I'm going to look around my sides. Do I want to do anything else with this? I don't know. Did I get all that I wanted with it? I don't know. So I'm going to look a little bit more. I think it needs more yellow, honestly. So what am I going to do? And I still haven't even torched, y'all. Wait till you see with the torching. Alright, so I might have had too much in that. And then I'm going to take this and see if I can't. Yeah, I might have messed that one up. But in doing so, nothing's ever a mess. Let's take this. Let's see what I can do. There we go. Bring it down, bring it up, bring it around and swirl. This is going to be your friend right here. This thing right here. Now my paint feels like it's starting to dry. So let's go ahead and torch it. We don't want it, and then I'll bring it up for you, okay? Alright. Now, the heat is going to pop bubbles, but it's also going to heat up the silicone and bring it to the top through the thicker parts of the paint, okay? And you'll start seeing bubbles. Not bubbles, more cells come up. Now, I'm going to go ahead and stop. I wish I hadn't done what I did just a minute ago because I feel like I've messed up my sky. But you know what? We're just going to say sometimes you can piddle around too much and it messes it up. Alright, here's a spot right here. Anything else on the sides? Be careful of your clothes and your other hands. It still turned out very pretty, so I'm not going to be too sad with it. I can lighten this up, I can bring stuff in. I know this is bothering me, so let's add some white. And usually you don't add a whole lot after it's been torched. I'm just trying to lighten something up here. White is your friend. You just have to do it discretionally. Now that is just a wispy little cloud in the sky. Do I like that better? Yes. So let me bring you in, or I'll bring it to ya. Okay? Look how pretty she is. And that's a swipe. There was nothing. All these colors, all of these cells. I wish you could see this without the stinking light. There we go. All of these cells, everything that's popping together, and the little waves that we made. They're so pretty. And you can do this too. There's nothing hard about it. Okay, guys. Well, guess what? It's done. We're going to call it done. I'm going to leave it alone because I'm going to mess it up if I don't. Alrighty, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. Share it with your friends and subscribe if you're not already. And again, I thank everybody who's been part of my first 500. And we're just going to do today, so we'll see what happens today. And I'm not going to worry about the future right now. Okay? Alright, spark somebody's happy in somebody's heart today. That's the goal, okay guys? Alrighty, I'll talk with you next time here on what? Happi Art Creations. Okay, toodaloo, goodbye. Goodbye now. Bye y'all. Bye.